outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They're on the 26-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Trey Benson, 74 yards. And the Steelers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Vikings, nothing. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. First and 10 at their own 27-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Now inside the 25. Saquon Barkley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Saquon Barkley, 57 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand-new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game. 65,
first down. He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Martinez. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
A gain of 4 yards.
What were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
He finds his receiver, Watson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14.
That's another Steelers first down. A gain of 13 yards.
They send Rivera, the tight end, in motion here. On first down, it's Benson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Trey Benson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He juked him. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Operating from the gun, Adkins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
47-yard line.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
70 Lions.
A first down carry for Barkley. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. On that last carry, he just passed LaDainian Tomlinson, Charles, on the all-time NFL rushing yards.
And congratulations to him, and I'm sure LT would probably applaud him as well. But he'd also ask him, as well as you carried it, could you throw it like I could too?
LT, though, finished his career at 13,684, and now he's soaring past that. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Second and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 18-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
Kevin O'Connell has a play call ready. His guys going for it on 4th. They'll run with Barkley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
16-yard line.
Let's go.
Now a first carry here for the running back. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
At the 14-yard line.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Ready, set. Here we go.
Back to throw. Adkins. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Come on, set. Cougar 19. Ready?
They hand off to their big tight end. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Let's go now. Cowboy Warriors 70. Go.
Looking to throw. Atkins to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Dragon 60. Check out.
Back to throw. Atkins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
Okay, ready?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Campbell. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. This is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
To throw is Campbell. From the gun, he'll throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Cougar 19. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
60 Eagle.
Here we go on second and 12. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. But Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's second and 10.
Come on. 18 Cardinal. 18, right here. Hey, I got it. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Campbell. Quick slant to Watson. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
He finds Rivera. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Complete, the tight end Rivera. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 9. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete to Addison. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
On the jump.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They send Rivera, the tight end, in motion here. On 3rd down, here's Benson. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready, ready.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
19, Tiger, 19.
Operating from the gun. Campbell. That's taken in by Watson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
And the Steelers first down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Steelers first down.
Ready.
On the handoff, Benson running right. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Campbell operating from the gun. McKinnon here is complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Running out of the gun here with Benson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Trey Benson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Money up to a whole nother level. Don't know no better. When I got rich and yeah. Bro, call me slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. The racks on camouflage bills.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill after camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Dean.
16-yard.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Adkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Barkley inside handoff. Shifts by him. Gets through, and now an opening. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Vikings. Saquon Barkley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that is going to be wide to the right and no good, but penalty flag shower in. And I think this is going to wind up a first down. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready, set.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Campbell. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Martinez. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Touchdown, Christian Watson, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Operating from the gun, Atkins. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, they landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, they bought in Japan.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break. Atkins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready up.
Here's a give to Barkley. Powers through. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Saquon Barkley with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
19 Tiger.
Operating from the gun, Campbell. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Ready. Here we go. Set. Go.
Now a turn and a give to Barkley to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd down and 8.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he works through. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Saquon Barkley, 26 yards. And the Vikings have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Now the try here for the point after. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
A give up the middle with Benson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Completes this to Addison out left. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Campbell. Will complete this one to Watson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That's good for us Steelers. 1st down. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that. It's 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outrun 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Trap 60, trap 60. 19 light.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. from the gun. Atkins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Operating from the gun, Atkins. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth?
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through, trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 11. Go.
Off the play fake. Atkins. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Viking 18.
Now Atkins off the play fake. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Cougar 19. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Looking to throw. Atkins. Middle of the field to Jefferson.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
What are you guys doing? Who's that? Garbage!
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Cowboy 80. 19 Lion.
Back to throw. Atkins. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
And the Steelers first down.
Let's go now.
38 yards on the play.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Benson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. No gain on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Looking to throw. Campbell. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
DK Metcalf from 3 yards out. And the Steelers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throw left side complete. That's Ortiz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 11. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback, if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
Cup 19, Cup 19, go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack, and speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Panthers 60, Panthers 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Ready.
Back to throw. Campbell. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, go.
Operating from the gun. Campbell. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the play. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, He might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's
8 ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
He finds his man complete. That's deep. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And the Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Let's go now. Panthers 60. Panthers.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. They'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
It's gotta have it time. 4th and 9.
Go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Cup 19. Cup 19. Mustang 19. Go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
A big part of the middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Well, this defense needing a stop here. Gotta have it. 3rd and 9.
Rocco 80. 19 Lion. Panther 11. Panther 11.
He's back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked to his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Vikings will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
Steelers 42, Vikings 41.
35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth.